This section, I will show you how to enter exhibition mode for your VR and AR project, how to set up default stories, how to switch default stories, and finally, share your hard work in exhibition and AR mode to your friend. So first of all, let's just quickly look at how to enter the exhibition mode and share your URL of your default story. So now I finished all the editing. Now I have some stories here, and this is my first story as my default story. So to go to the exhibition mode where we can get our URL, first we turn off our storyboard edit mode by going to this blue toggle on the top right corner. I click on that. I turn off the edit mode. Now you're seeing is our storyboard mode, but with editing mode off. Okay, then you go here, the rightmost one, toggle exhibit mode. So this one is for VR, which means you do not use an AR marker. If you have an AR marker, you go to the second right one, means toggle web AR mode. Okay, now let's just take a look at each one. First, I go to the VR mode, click on that, right? It loads in to my first state. You can go here, play each one, right, frame by frame. Then you can hit the play here to play the whole animation. And you can rewind over here, the left, bottom left, rewind button. Okay, so now here's where we get our URL for our AR exhibition. If you go to the URL here, you will see the exhibit on. Okay, that's okay. You will just copy this, send to your friend. Go back by clicking on the back button. Then let's take a look at the air. So what happens if I click here? Okay, so it will ask you for your camera, live feed camera, of course. If you're on your PC, turn on your webcam, turn on your handy cam. If you're on the phone, allow phone camera access. Okay, the URL is a little bit different. It shows the AR on. Again, just copy this URL, send it to your friend, let them enable the phone camera. Done. Okay, so that's the basic operation. Now let's talk about the stories, default stories, how to switch between default stories, and how to share multiple stories with your friend. Okay, now I go back to my storyboard edit mode, right? Because I'm in edit mode right now. You can see here edit on. So I can make some adjustment to which story can be the default story. So you're looking at two story here, house story 1, and then the fourth one, house story 3. Sometimes your longer story name got cut off. Don't worry, you can just hover over it and it will show you the full. Okay, so my house story 1 look like this. So I start from first date, then I go to right, the second state, and then I finish at third state. Okay, that's my house story 1, which is default. Then I have house story 3. I'll go play it for you just briefly. Right, so house story 3, I start on the back, then then I turn around, and then I finish at the third state. Okay, those are two very short examples for your information. Okay, remember I have the house story 1 as my default, and then when I went to the exhibition mode and show up my first story. Right now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to change the default story to story 3. So when I'm entering the exhibition mode, it will take me to my house story 3. So which means you will see the back state showing up when I go to the exhibition mode. So let us do this now. To change it to the default story for my house story 3 I just click on this start button, and once it shows solid, and then this is my default story now. Okay, now let's do it again. Go back to our exhibition mode, right? Turn off editing. And then go to toggle exhibit mode. Okay, now you will see there my back, this back configuration is loaded directly as my default story. Then you can, if you want to show a friend this one as the default one, then you can just click copy the URL again and show your friend. All right, and then you will ask, hold on, I actually want to show both story. What do I do now? Because I cannot access my previous story one just by using this URL. So we have a simple solution for you. After this URL, after exhibit on, or in AR mode, it should be AR on. So after everything, right, you copy this URL, and after everything, you add and story name equals a house story one. So pay attention that when I named my story, I didn't use any space, and it is because I will be using that as a part of a web URL. So this is important, um, that I'm using underscore here instead of space. So if your story name happen to have a space, don't panic. You can always go back and then rename your story. Okay. So after this, I'll copy this guy. Okay. And then directly paste it after the exhibit equals on, or in an AR mode again, it will paste it after AR equals on. Then I hit enter. Okay, right? So now this is an exhibition mode, but it's showing the first date, which is the first date of my house story one. So now you can copy this entire URL containing the name of your story to your friend, and now you'll be good. After you copy, edit, and share your URL, you can expect something exactly as shown as the first part of this guide. Like Takehiko showed his more polished rear project in his phone. Like that, you will be able to rotate it, right? And remember the vertical aspect ratio we talked about in the story editing, and then how you can play, pause, go to the next step, rotate, zoom out. And then for your AR project, remembering the markers, how they're shown up. Right? You have to target a marker using a phone camera, and how your building will be shown on your edited marker sheet for AR. Right? So your building will be rendered in your phone, and then rotate, scale, animate according to where the marker is.